Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Beth. I go by the username Be More Creative both here on YouTube and on Instagram. So today we have a little bit of stitching, not as much as I was showing you before, because before I was on Easter break and now I am back at work, which means less time for stitching. I do have one embroidery piece to show you today, and a little tiny bit of haul and some news about a project I am working on. So we are gonna jump straight back in. So as I said, I am back at work, so I do apologise if you can hear any noise in the background of this video. I'm currently on my break. It's Saturday the 22nd of April. So I have about an hour and a half left of my break. I have to film, edit and try and upload this video in that time, so I couldn't wait for the students to be a little bit quieter like I normally do. I tend to normally film on a Friday, but I was spending that time stitching, and I'll show you that project very soon. So if you hear noises of like students talking or doors closing in the background, I am sorry for that. I live and work in a boarding school, so there's always a little bit of noise around. So let's jump straight in and let's try and do this while they're a little bit quieter. So last time I was stitching on Baking Spirits Bright. Turns out I can't talk in this video. Which is by the Stitching with the Housewives. This is one of the Dapper Doodads, and I finished this. I stitched this on 16 count Chalkboard Black Aida, using my colour conversion for my gingerbread collection, which I showed you in the last video. I used the same colours for all of my gingerbread pieces. It makes it so much easier, and it means that all my pieces are cohesive, so they work together. So finished that one off. That didn't have too much left to finish, so that is my only stitching cross stitch finish. The other finish I did was my embroidery piece, which is here. So we are working at the school on a project for the students' graduation. My year 2 students, which is like they're doing their A-levels in, well, next week by the time that you see this video. So they'll be doing their art and design A-levels, and then they'll be graduating, and most of them will be finishing with us. Some of them will be staying on to do maths and other exams, but most of them will have finished. So we are working on a piece for their graduation. So we're making like a little photo area, and because we're in art school, I thought it'd be nice to show off some different artwork. So we are all making these little hoops. Some students are painting, some are doing photography, some are doing embroidery, and so on and so on. So I picked mine to do embroidery. I just laced it onto the back, so it's not pretty on the back, but I just used watercolour, felt and beading to do this. It was so much fun and so nice to create. So I thought I would show you that. When it actually gets to their graduation, what I will try and do is take a picture of the artwork so I can put it in a later video to show you guys in case you're interested. But I had so much fun just pulling out and just doing an embroidery. It's been so long since I've just done an embroidery piece. And it's super fun because I love all the little beadwork. I love the randomness of doing embroidery. So it was quite nice to take a step away from cross stitch, but I'm definitely fully back into cross stitch. So I only have 2 other cross stitch pieces to show you. I told you it was going to be a quick video. These are 2 whips that I'm working on. The first is the Bristish Isles Adventure Sow. So I've been showing you this. I am on, did I just drop my needle? No, I didn't. I'm on part 3, so I didn't take this away with me. So part 3 is down at the bottom. I've got the London Eye, and so on to do. There's a crown which is meant to represent London, but I kind of feel like it's over Windsor, so that's where it's going to be. I've done the little beach hut, I've done the Cornish pastry, I did Stonehenge, but there are more pieces down here that I need to do. I did intend to like carry this on. I didn't intend to just like stop halfway through the piece, but my next whip came through, and that is the Coronation piece. So I will insert a photo here of what it is going to look like. I have changed mine slightly, as I always do. So I ordered the PDF and the needle minder. and I'm stitching mine on 18 count Manuscript, which is a Lakeside Needlecraft exclusive fabric. It's absolutely gorgeous. I'm not sure if you can see up close, it has got some writing on it, but I love the fact that with this one you see a little bit of the tones in the writing, which is a little bit of a darker greyish blue kind of colour, but it doesn't stand out too much, so the piece stands out. Now I have changed the colours of mine. I didn't want the purple in it because it wasn't going to match my decorations, so I'm using DMC 321 for the red, 311 for the blue, which I love, is kind of like a royal blue, DMC B5200 and DMC 310, and then my gold, rather than yellow, I decided to use the DMC Diament in D3 821, which is a metallic gold, which I have to say, working with the Diamond thread is not as difficult as it is with many other metallic threads, so it has been quite nice. It is a little bit frustrating at times, but it is nice to stitch with. So this is how far I've got at the moment. I do have to finish coming back here, and then I have the crown in the middle. I'm not sure how I'm going to finish this, whether it's going to be as a pillow or as a flat fold yet, but I started stitching this on Thursday. Was it Thursday? Yeah, I started stitching this on Thursday this week, so on the 20th, and I have not been able to put that down. So I did stop stitching my Bristish Isle adventure to stitch this one, but as soon as this one's finished, I'll go back and finish the other part. But really loving how that is turning out. So that is all the stitching that I've done. So compared to the Easter holidays, not as much as I would normally get stitching. I am currently in the middle of starting to sort out my belongings, because I do have to pack up in about a month's time. So I've been starting to go through small little areas and saying, do I need this? Can I donate this? Which always takes more time than you think. So as I said, I did order I got the PDF chart, which meant that I got it released. It came out on the 18th. So I got that, and then in the post yesterday, my little corgi needle minder arrived. I love the Catterpillar cross stitch needle minders, and this one was just so cute. I did see that they do have another stitch along coming out, which I'm tempted to go for. I'm not quite sure. I do really enjoy the Catterpillar cross stitch ones. I do feel like sometimes I need to change the colours because their colours are quite bright, but I absolutely love it. I'm so glad that I did do the colour changes in this, because this is going to match my decorations. We're not doing much for the coronation because a lot of my students will be off site, but I will be doing a little tea party, making them some cakes, and putting up a little bit of decoration for them, so that I will definitely be taking part in. So the last thing I wanted to talk to you about is a little project I am working on. My birthday is in May, and this year I am turning the big 3-0. So I was trying to fight that for quite some time, but I've got to embrace it. It's happening, I've got to embrace it. I'm now starting to look forward to it. But one of my friends a couple of months ago had her birthday, and she decided to go glass blowing because that is one of her hobbies. She loves doing it, and she made a Pacific piece for her 30th, which she says she loves because she can look back on that and remember her birthday and how much fun she had. But it's not something where it says 30 on it, so it's not a piece where she's going to be reminded that was the 30th birthday in that kind of way. So I thought that was a really good idea and was trying to work out what I wanted to do, and then I decided, why not try and do a sampler? So I am in the process at the moment of designing a sampler. I put up a photo on Instagram, which I will put up here for you guys, a little sketch. I have decided, I can actually show it to you here in person as well. So I will go into more details when I've actually charted this. I'm in the process of charting this chart. I will have this released as a freebie, hopefully on my actual birthday, so on the 17th of May, for anyone who would like to join in the stitching. This sampler is just a little bit of fun. It's a way for me to remember my 30th birthday without having to go into having something that says 30 on it. I think it's quite fun. I like the fact that it reflects my creativity, so I'm really looking forward to it. So hopefully this will be charted and I'll be able to share a little bit more with you in my next video. So that is that. So the last thing I wanted to do is I have been watching some new to me YouTube channels. So I was recommended a couple of different YouTubers and I wanted to make sure that they were sent to me in a DM on Instagram. So I wanted to make sure I shared them with you because they are new to me. Maybe you haven't seen them, and let's just share the love on Flosstube. So the first one is Kennedy Creates, and I really hope I'm saying all of these YouTubers' names correctly. I do apologise, I find pronouncing names quite difficult. But Kennedy Creates, it's lovely to see a younger individual doing cross stitch and making sure that passion for cross stitch stays alive. As I said, I started recently and my students absolutely love it, and I love encouraging people. So it was really nice to find someone on YouTube who's quite young, who's still in school and is really enjoying that. I saw a video where she did it with her nan, and it was so nice to see that bond between her nan and her and them being able to stitch. So definitely go and subscribe if you haven't already. I will link all of these YouTubers down in the description box below. The next one I'm sure a lot of people are watching is Annie B's Folka. I love watching the three of them. Really fun to watch. I do tend to watch them when I'm unable to actually stitch along because I want to focus so much on what they're showing. They have shown some beautiful pieces. They are the ones that they kept showing their hands across the sea samplers, and I was like, oh my god, they're gorgeous. I really want to stitch one. Every time I try and stitch a sampler, it just doesn't work. So they actually encourage, like, through their things, like through their videos, watching them kind of change the colours, sometimes even create their own. I know there is like the company Annie B's Folka, but seeing them create their own designs was really nice, and it encouraged me to do my birthday sampler. So just want to say a huge thank you to them. They don't watch my channel at all, but hopefully the message will get back to them somehow. But they're beautiful pieces, and their encouragement to just be free with cross stitch really did push me to really working on my birthday sampler. Lost in Stitches, she has some gorgeous projects. Absolutely love watching her videos. World on a String by Daria, I'm not sure how to pronounce that, I'm sorry. I really over the past week have been watching FFO parades, so like fully finished parades or finished items for 2022. I've loved watching that, and she showed the hot chocolate sign by Stitch Rovia, which is a pattern I keep coming back to. I want to do the Shannon Christine one first, and then definitely want to do the Stitch Rovia one after seeing her finish. It was stunning. And then the last YouTuber is Cross Stitch Kate. I love her videos. She's got such lovely personality, and her designs are so cute, and a lot of them are my style of stitching, so absolutely love that. So I think that is everything for today. I just want to say once again, thank you so much for your support. I will be designing away over the next 2 weeks, so I'm not sure how much stitching I'm going to get because I want to get my birthday sampler ready to put out there in case anybody would like to join me in stitching my birthday piece. But I will let you have more details about that as soon as I get back to it. So I'm going to head off. I'm going to edit this video, try and upload so it will all be ready for you to be watching on Sunday morning. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all guys soon. Bye guys!